to talk bus driver in Decatur, Georgia a few days ago. And the reason why I'm speaking on this is because I was a MARTA bus driver from August of 2019 to October of 2021. That means I was a bus driver in the height of the pandemic when tension was at its highest. Um, it was just a lot going on. It's always a lot going on in public transportation. There's always a lot going on. And I just want to hit on a few points when it comes to public transportation. Um, so I feel like I do give expert opinion. I give a few sides to think about. My perspective is not going to be popular amongst everybody. I'm not on here to uh, I'm not on here to sound right, sound wrong, or try to appease any particular audience. I'm gonna give my perspective because I feel like my perspective comes from a place of experience. And so when the news broke the other night that the motor bus driver was a I don't know, I guess you got to say politically correct words on here. We'll say unalived. All right. And I got the video because one of the co-drivers that I used to work with sent it to me. But I'm trying to figure out how to post it without getting a copyright strike or because you can't post everything on there. Well, I tell you what, hit me up on X, hit me up on X at XconMedia, and I'll be able to post the video there because they're gonna let it play. Um, Here's the thing. Now going through orientation at MARTA, they uh they tell you all the time, let the passenger ride, let them ride. State to them the policy. State the policy. Let them know the policy that the fare is 250, but ultimately let them ride. Don't try to argue with them. Don't try to fuss and fight. Don't try to go back and forth. Don't do that. Let them ride. And I kind of took that to heart because when you dealing with public transportation with that particular job, your salary or whatever you get paid is right there. Soon as you roll off the lot, taking the bus to the location where you start your route for the day, you already paid. It's not really an hourly pay. It's based on you get a certain run every day. You get this amount per hour. Once you get assigned that run and you take that bus off the garage, out the garage, or if you're on second shift, you relieve another driver, you're paid for the day. Um, so with dealing, it's the city of Atlanta. What people don't understand, and the guy, the bus driver, I don't know him because I think they said he came in like, you know, maybe 8, 9 months ago. So obviously I've been gone for since 20 October 2021 now. Um and he was from New York. And we all know the New York mentality. Like I was talking to a bus driver yesterday that was from Brooklyn, and sent fair. But then it escalated intermittently, led to the driver swinging, uh, swinging, attacking passengers, or or the potential passengers. And one of them pulled out a firearm and they took him down. Um, People, you gotta de-escalate at all costs. I mean, you gotta stop letting this pride drive you into not making it home to your family. You may have won the argument, but now this man is not going back to his family, his wife, his kids. He's not going back. All because he couldn't let something go over $2.50. This is Atlanta, Georgia. They will lay you down for less than that. These folks are ridiculous. They are ridiculous out here. So why is it that people feel the need to argue with somebody? Argue, constantly argue with them. I don't get it. I was always that driver that just, you know what? Okay, all right, go ahead on. If I ever had a problem with any of the passengers and somebody was unruly on the bus, I'll stop the bus, pick the phone up and act like I'm calling in, and I would announce on the bus that I'm not this bus can't move until that person is off the bus. Guess what? The rest of my passengers gonna take care of that. They gonna get him off the bus. Or he's just gonna be embarrassed to the point where he just leave. But going back and forth with these passengers and escalating stuff, hey, in my opinion, the guy is wrong. It'll surprise me if the three people that was involved in this thing get a life sentence. At the very most, the shooter might get manslaughter. It's unconfirmed, but I think there was juveniles or really young. You know, they might get illegal possession with a firearm. The thing about it, what is gonna hurt them the most is he lit off 8 shots. He lit off 8 shots and three of them struck the driver. One of the five elements of self-defense is one of them is not using overkill, and that was pretty much overkill. That was not proportionate. That was not a proportionate amount of force used. He used too much force. You are only justified in using the amount of force that stops the threat. Anything else after the amount of force that it takes to stop the threat is a criminal act. See, a lot of you out here, y'all carrying these firearms and y'all practicing, trying to think, call yourself, think you're practicing self defense, and you don't know the 5 elements of self defense. There's 5 elements of self defense. And if the prosecution disprove one of those elements, you are going to jail. You're not going to get away with trying to claim self-defense. So you people got to realize that you carrying firearms, you got to know when to use them. Firearms are not for offense. It is for the purposes of legal self-defense. That's what they are for. Self-defense, hunting. Anything else is potentially criminal. And people got to understand that and understand the 5 elements of self-defense. Um, the driver, he attacked, he physically attacked a couple of the young men. I didn't see exactly which one. Those those I heard somebody say on the news. They let them come on to the bus with their firearms and stuff like that. Listen, man, firearms carry in Georgia. Firearms is legal to carry in Georgia. All right, them drivers can come on the. I didn't seen them. I didn't seen them. They can carry their guns. The only reason why uh the drivers can't carry the guns is because y'all don't know when to use them. Y'all not gonna know when to use them. Y'all gonna use them out of anger, and it's just gonna be a whole lot more BS. That's why they don't let y'all carry y'all firearms. That's why they don't let MARTA bus drivers carry firearms, because you're not gonna use them correctly. You're not gonna know how to use them, and you're gonna escalate situations that don't need to be escalated, and that is the reason why right there. Um, People, it's 2025, and you got to get a grip. You got to get a grip on this anger issue, because I think a lot of times they want to ban guns and they want to do this and they want to do that. The guns is not the issue. It's the people. It's the people that's the issue. It's y'all anger issues. It's anger issues. It's mental health. That's the issues. It's not the firearms that are the problem. So condolences to the driver, his family. Condolences to my fellow um MARTA bus drivers, because I know that hit home. I know it was heartfelt, but my people, y'all got to live. You got to make sure you make it back to your people, man. Do not argue with these passengers. You got to treat everybody like they got a firearm, even if you don't think they got a firearm. You got to treat them. Just treat them like they got a firearm and walk away. Treat them like they got a firearm and walk away. It's just that simple. My people, because that's what the issue is. I appreciate you tuning into the video, man. I'm